Welcome, fifth graders, to this week's science class. We are going to learn about interactions among Earth systems. Our objective is to describe how Earth systems interact with each other. By the end of this lesson, we will be able to understand and explain how one of Earth's spheres may affect the others. Earth is made up of four spheres: the geosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and biosphere. None of these spheres acts all by itself. The spheres are always interacting. They have an interdependent relationship, which means that they depend on one another. The balance among Earth's spheres makes life on the planet possible. Each sphere plays a part in making our home planet unique. Living things take in gases such as carbon dioxide and oxygen from the atmosphere. These use they use these gases for life processes such as growing, making food, or getting energy. Living things also give off gases such as carbon dioxide and oxygen during life processes. These gases enter the atmosphere. This is an example of how the biosphere and the atmosphere constantly interact. The geosphere and the atmosphere are also connected. If you observe a rock in the open for days, weeks, or even for years, you might not be able to see any changes. If you could watch that rock for thousands of years, you might see it get smaller. Over time, gases from the atmosphere reacted with the rock, and chemical changes wore away the rock. The pieces were then carried away by water or wind. The balance in the four systems may be disrupted by several reasons. Earth's atmosphere contains a mixture of gases. Organisms need some of these gases to stay alive. Certain gases in the atmosphere, called greenhouse gases, trap heat. These trapped heat causes temperatures on Earth to be warm enough to support living things. This warming of Earth's atmosphere, land, and water is called the greenhouse effect. The amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere can change. As a result, the temperature of the atmosphere can also change. The more greenhouse gases that are in the atmosphere, the more heat is trapped. If the atmosphere has too much greenhouse gases, it may get too warm. Living things, such as these corn plants in the video, may not be able to survive in warmer temperatures. Various sources add greenhouse gases to the atmosphere, but the primary source is the burning of fossil fuels. Natural events can also disrupt the balance in Earth's spheres. When volcanoes erupt, for example, huge amounts of gases and dust particles are released into the atmosphere. These gases and dust can spread out over very large areas of the atmosphere. They can cause changes in local weather. Thunderstorms are common in areas near a volcanic eruption. Eruptions help cool Earth's atmosphere and surface for the first couple years or even decades. So as you can see, or as we have just learned, these natural events may cause damage to property and even people, but they're definitely something that the Earth needs in order to maintain its balance. And let's end up with the quote, "Live gently upon this earth." Let's use this as a reminder that this is our only home, and let's try our best to take good care of it and protect it as best we can.